You need to understand the penalties for early withdrawal of savings. Now, in your savings account, there is no penalty for early withdrawal, but longer term accounts like IRAs, 401k plans, Roth IRAs, things of that nature, you do have consequences for pulling money out of those long-term savings programs.
Yeah, every now and then we'll have a client ask us, hey, I really want to buy this. What do you think about taking it out of my 401k? And we'll say, no. Mm-hmm. You are not 59 and a half. So here's why that's not a good idea. And it's going to be because of those penalties. Your 401k is not ideal for vacation funds or, buying large purchases. And that's also just going to put you farther behind in your retirement savings as well. So not only will you pay taxes and penalties on that, it's going to put you farther behind in retirement.
Because the growth that money would have grown to in the future, it's robbing your future self. And guys, one of the distinctions that we make is the difference between saving and investing. If it's something that you're going to do within the next 5 years, I would look at that as savings, and you use your savings account for things like that because it's a short-term goal. If it's beyond a 5-year period of time, then that is more of an investing deal, and we put it in there and we leave it alone. And again, as we've talked about here, if it gets put into an investment account that is labeled as an IRA of any type, then you're not going to want to, even if it's 6 or 7 years, you don't put that money in IRA money because that needs to be even a longer term. So there is definitely a distinction between saving short term and investing longer term, and then a further distinction in investing about whether it's specifically for retirement money or other purposes.
And I'm sorry, go ahead, Candice.
No, that's okay. I was going to say, and there may be different levels of savings.
Sure.
So we want to have our emergency fund, so our 3 to 6 months of expenses just set aside in cash where we just never touch that. That's just for emergencies. Then we may have a vacation fund, and we may have a car fund because we need to replace our vehicles sometime in the future. And then also our retirement savings. And you may need to open several accounts in order to accomplish that. Or you may be able to have one savings account and you're able to earmark that because you have the discipline to do so. But if you say, well, I may end up eating into that, you may want to separate those accounts, and it helps to keep yourself accountable.
Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.